Welcome to this episode of CrusaderCast. This is the fourth and final video of the starting areas in ArcheAge. The Nuian, or humans, inhabit the western continent in ArcheAge. In my opinion, this starting area is the most impressive visually. I am a huge fan of the Western fantasy look, the European-like castles, the small villages, and huge medieval walled cities. Here you can see me looking out into the ocean, and I must say that ArcheAge has the most impressive water effects in any game ever. If you have a system that can handle it, you will spend time staring out at the water, I guarantee it. In later ArcheAge videos, I will be showing you guys some gameplay on a boat, and needless to say, it is pretty epic. The first Nuian village is well designed, and ArcheAge is the first game in my opinion to get realistic colors perfect in an MMO. So much that the grass, sky, and buildings look hyper-realistic on a high-end PC. Other MMOs have looked good, but this is just a whole new level of detail. And certain areas aren't always night or always day. There is a day and night cycle for the whole world, and the nighttime visuals and lighting effects are just as impressive. On to the gameplay. As you all know from previous videos, all classes start out with a bow, an arrow, and a melee weapon. With this character I went with a stealth build, so my main weapons are sort of dual knives. I decided on the obvious name for him, Sneaky. I quickly unlocked a poison arrow ability and used it to take out this armored bear. This area really highlights the fog effects in the game. They are well done and look great on a high-end PC. I'm interested to see what ArcheAge looks like on lower-end PCs, or if it can even run. I might make a video showing lower graphics settings side by side with ultra ones. And of course, you can't go anywhere in a starting area without running into a mud dude. These guys are a problem everywhere. Here is an up-close shot of Sneaky, with a huge mountain pass in the background, and you can see a player farm beside me as well. All of those white trees are being grown to be harvested. The scarecrow you saw over there keeps the other players from stealing or harvesting your stuff too. Over there is the main Nuian city, and one of the most impressive areas in what I have seen of ArcheAge. The city itself is super detailed, and I found myself wasting a ton of time walking around and just looking at the size of it all. Even when I know exactly where I am going, it takes me a while to walk there. I miss that in MMOs. Fast travel is shoved down our throats so quick in most new MMOs that it kills the feeling of being in a world. I don't know anything about the story, but I'm sure the city itself has a history and importance in the game. No other starting area had anything remotely this size in the first 10 levels. The lighting and time changes in the game are really highlighted here, as the shadows from the buildings move and the torches are lit in the city. I stumbled upon what I assume is the throne room for the Nuian queen, and my inner troll took over. Some of the indoor lighting changes don't always go smooth, and I found a funny glitch. Lights on, lights off, lights on, lights off, lights on, lights off, lights on. And what do you do when you're in front of the queen in the throne room? Well, /dance. Like any good troll would do. Later on, I learned how to summon a boat out of thin air, and then I wanted to kill myself trying to steer the damn thing. It uses something like flight controls, only more backwards and annoying. I paddled into the dock for way too long. I think I mentioned this in another video, but every race gets a glider and a boat eventually. The quest that gives them to you varies depending on the race though. Eventually I did make it onto shore somehow, and almost got my head taken off by a cannonball from another player. Check out the water effects as I make it to shore. They are really realistic. And here's yet another example of the sheer size of the game and how the graphics are immersive. After I saw a huge shadow on the ground, I looked up and saw this airship. I think for now these are only AI-controlled transportation ships like in a lot of other MMOs. But with this game and its inevitable future patches and expansions, I'm thinking airship battles. And of course no introduction video is complete without including the weird mount dance. I'll leave you guys with my horse jump fail, and as always, please like and share. And until next time, adios.